Ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, in the red corner, wearing the black trunks from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 273 pounds with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. It's a big round of applause for Pat Jackson. And in the blue corner, wearing the red, white, and blue trunks, also from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 315 pounds, with a professional record of 11 wins, no losses, 7 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Butterbean. Oh, that's loud. Your referee for this bout, Terry Wood.
I should have given you pre-fight instructions earlier. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. You protect yourself at all times. Touch the gloves, go to the corner, and wait for the bell.
Well, we are set to go. That is Pat Jackson, the 6'5", 273-pounder. Came in here with a 1-1 record. And across the way, Butterbean, as he's known now, Eric Esch, who comes in here with that undefeated record. Now, the last time out here on ESPN, you saw him against Ken Myers in a bout we did over in State Line, Nevada, at Buffalo Bills. And in truth, we thought that Myers outboxed Butterbean, but the Bean got a decision. And he told us this morning, and he showed evidence now, he said, I'm going to go back to fighting the way I was in a tough man. He said, I'm really going to go after these guys.
Well, he has to try to walk through his opponents more and fight more instinctively. If he tries to get too fundamentally oriented, which over the long haul he needs, it might hurt him in some of these fights here.
Jackson moving, and that's what you do against him. You also jab. You can't miss the Butterbean with a jab. Now, he says he's working on that a little bit, and these people wanting to be more aggressive, and they think that'll take away the jab instead of him just standing on the outside like now.
Well, he might be in that crosshair when offensive fighters try to incorporate some defense into their plan. Sometimes it takes away a bit of their aggressiveness.
Well, they may have wanted Pat Jackson to stand in front of him, but guess what? He's not cooperating.
Hey,
he may have had his own fight plan. Go figure. What a lucky guy. We're in round 1.
He utilizes every inch of the ring, and he wishes it was bigger.
It is scheduled for 4. Jackson using the jab and the straight right hand getting in against Butterbean.
Also, now you have to make Butterbean move more. If you just give him the center of the ring, which thus far Jackson has done, then he can hone in, cut off the ring, and get in tight on his punches here.
Now, Jackson is not running, he's moving. But the crowd didn't like him moving. They want to see him brawl with Butterbean. And believe me, Butterbean wants to see that. Terry Wood, the referee, to say he has his hands full is the understatement of the decade. Crowd support for Butterbean, as you heard.
Butterbean tried to dig the body there now. Jackson stood up there.
Nice right hand by Jackson. Well, so far in this first round, Jackson has landed the jabs, the straight right hands, an occasional hook, and Butterbean's had a hard time getting on the inside. But then we said that in the Myers fight, and it didn't seem to matter. So we'll see. It didn't matter in the scoring anyway. And there is some, I think, some puffiness underneath the left eye of Butterbean. He was cut a couple of fights ago.
And that kept him out of our fight in Palm Springs. But Jackson is moving here, but you get the sense he better not stop, better not get tired.
So, round 1 anyway is a round in which Pat Jackson is able to box against the Bean, keep him at bay, and land some punches. I think he won it. We'll be back.
Well, Jackson on the bicycle, watch the left hand here. Gets Butterbean under the eye, and that may have been where some swelling started.
And there is a little blood trickling also. We're in round 2. And they told Butterbean in between rounds, Murray Sutherland said, go after him, punch like a maniac like you did in the Tough Man contest, and that's what he's doing.
And now he is in his elements as he was out landed in that first round. When Butterbean does that, he'll be in his element. At this level, maybe He simply has to walk through guys, even if he eats something, and try to land one big shot to turn the fight around.
We're in round 2. It is scheduled for 4. And in this round, Jackson has moved less, as Dave predicted he might. He's been hit with some shots by Butterbean. There's the jab by Jackson. Again, that's not a hard punch to land. He holds on to Butterbean. The Bean smacks him on the back of the head. The second round of what is scheduled for 4. Al Bernstein along with Dave Bontempo here at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner, Louisiana. The Treasure Chest Casino is our sponsor in this event. Our host.
We have a nice crowd here tonight.
Very good crowd. And they are into this fight. Good right by Butterbean. He may have hurt Jackson. And they're waving him on.
Jackson moving straight back. That's not what he wants to do here. And Butterbean sensing that. Closing the distance.
Jackson's tired. He doesn't have too much on his punches either.
And he is going to be begging for a right hand here. Unless he can get on that bicycle.
This fight is kind of in slow motion at this moment. There's some swelling underneath the left eye of Butterbean. His jab's not much. Bean comes in with the overhand right.
He just missed with it there, but if that punch is there a little bit later on, he will be scoring with it.
Butterbean is undefeated at 11-0. And this is the level of opponents he has primarily fought.
Well, Jackson had some effective movement in round 1. In this round, it's been ineffective movement. When he has been doing something, he's not punching off it, and he's moving straight back too much.
And Butterbean's still having a hard time hitting him. He's got a look on his face, and Butterbean's like, come on, stay in one place, will you? Well, and you hit on it, Dave. Now Jackson is just kind of in a survival mode. He's not punching much. I don't think he has much on the punch. He's so tired that Jackson is about ready to fall down.
He's in a place he cannot afford to be in this bout.
Very little offensively coming from Pat Jackson. So, Terry Wood saying he'll take a point away from Jackson. Can't even stand up. We'll be back for round 3. That's Butterbean, who picked things up in the second round. See the badge of honor he has from those jabs that Pat Jackson is landing. Dave, Pat Jackson looked so tired at the end of that first round. The second round, I thought he was going to fall down.
Well, exactly. He is a candidate for early retirement in this fight. There's nothing left in the gas tank, and he's down to 13 punches. Butterbean up to 22. What nothing can be measured is the stamina of Jackson, which is non-existent. He is a target. Terry Wood better be very much on top of this here, because Jackson is a candidate to go down and maybe not to fight too much.
And a lot of holding by Jackson. He will get a point taken away because Wood has already given him a caution about that.
And he's holding the ropes for support now. And if you ever wanted to define the word reluctance, it's the face of Jackson.
And let's put things in perspective. Last time that Butterbean fought Ken Myers, he fought a little bit this way, but also was very active in throwing punches. But Jackson is just moving around, not doing much of anything. So,
well, his gas tank has betrayed him, and he's trying to skate through 6 more minutes here. And that is a tough situation.
Well, they didn't find somebody who was stationary, but there's Jackson landing right hands. Not much behind that, and he just reaches out to hold on. Good body work by Butterbean. That's a good idea by him, no?
Yes, get on the inside, pound away, and the head will open up. And boy, Jackson just wants to drape his arms around him.
His hands are down.
He would not care if he was disqualified.
No, not at this juncture. He's got nothing left at all. I mean, he could land a right hand as he did earlier, but he just can't throw it. A little over a minute left to go here in round 3. I don't know if this will go that much longer. Pat Jackson is really tired. Well, there you see what you can do when you stay on the outside and throw punches against Butterbean. You can land. Frustration showing on Butterbean there.
Butterbean should try a left hook to the body, then go upstairs. Now he's uppercutting.
The interesting thing, Dave, is he hasn't really hurt Jackson that much with these punches. It's just that Jackson is tired.
Well, now he's throwing the tough man type punches. They told him, get inside, just get the hands moving. It is better than nothing, and it would give him this fight here if he continues.
Half a minute left to go in round 3. The big fellow in the red, white, blue trunks is called Butterbean. The other gentleman is Pat Jackson. And this is what you would call your basic 4-round heavyweight fight.
It should have been scheduled for 3.
Yeah, thank you. We will return for more here in Kenner, Louisiana. Stay with us. That is Terry Wood, the referee. And as we were going away, watch what happened.
Unfortunately, he walks into the best punch of the fight. At the end of the round, he's separating the fighters. And referees cannot protect themselves at all times the way fighters do. And we've seen referees get hit in the past. That might be one of the most dramatic shots he walked into. Boy, that's combat pay right there.
Well, the fight is stopped not because Terry Wood got knocked down, but because Pat Jackson doesn't want to go on. And one happy guy is Terry Wood, who doesn't have to ref anymore. Well, the Bean, is he get a double knockout on this one?
He certainly should. And I don't think that Terry Wood would have been too close to the action in that round. Okay, thanks, Al. Butterbean once won 4 fights in a night in the tough man. Tonight he won 2. Were you trying to tell the referee to stop the fight there, Bean?
Well, not exactly. He just got in the way, just like tough man. Somebody gets in the way and they go down. It wasn't intentional, but it happens.
On the overall performance here, now take a look at it. Take us through it here. There's the monitor. You a little surprised he was in the picture there?
Yeah, I didn't hear the bell, and I was going to knock him out. I was hurting him with everything I was throwing, and I was going to finish it off for the round end, and apparently it ended a little sooner.
All right, now, Butterbean, we thought you might fight a guy here that might be stationary, and at 273, it seemed like he would be that way. Are you surprised he moved as much as he did?
Not after I hit him in the body. He knew better to move. I mean, it's going to happen. We're working more and more in the gym on bigger rings, and I'm going back to tough man. I ain't messing with this boxing stuff. I'm going back to tough man style. I'm just keep on him and throw a lot of punches, and they just can't keep up.
So you figured the instinct is a better way to do this. Just go with what's natural for you.
That's right. I tried a couple boxing. I fought 3 fights last month. Went to a little more boxing. It didn't work for me. I'm going back to tough man style, just wide open. And they ain't going to hold up. Nobody.
Okay, Butterbean, congratulations on this effort. We'll see you again very soon, of course. Now we'll try to bring referee Terry Wood in here. Terry's coming around. All right, we'll come around the other side. First of all, Terry, how are you?
I'm just fine, just fine.
Well, referees get combat pay. You must get double pay for this tonight.
No, I wish I did, but it goes with the territory, Dave. If you get in that ring, you're going to get hit.
Quickly taking us through there, what happened? You went to break the fighters?
Well, I heard Russell, the timekeeper, give the 10-second count as I got close to the boxers, which you'll do at that time, and thrust your hand between the boxers when the bell rings. And that's what I did, and they were in the heat of the battle, didn't hear the bell, and Eric caught me with one.
Well, we're certainly glad to hear you talking okay. Nothing's broken. You're going to continue tonight.
Absolutely.
All right, Terry Wood will stay in the lineup. Let's take it back now to